Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. This company leased a warehouse, makes semi-annual lease payments of $530,400 over a 4-year period, June 30 and December 31. First payment at the beginning, and the borrowing rate is 10% for both parties. So we have to figure out the present value of the lease payments. So we need the present value of $530,400 times the present value of an annuity due, because remember it's at the beginning, present value of annuity due of N equals 8, because it's semi-annual payments, and I equals 5. 10% once a year is 5% twice a year. When we look at the chart at the back of the text, we find that to be 6.73637. Do the multiplication, and then I round it out to pennies. The present value of the building, or the present value of all future lease payments, is $3,600,000. Okay, so that's the first part. The second part, it says what pre-tax amounts would relate to the lease would this company report in its balance sheet? Now we have to go a little bit of a ways around to get to this, okay? Not a lot, but so the liability, we have to figure it out that first, okay? The liability here is based on the fact that we have $3,600,000. $3,600,000. Sorry, do my numbers funny. Minus the $530,400 for the first payment, plus part of the second payment. Because remember, the second payment, part of it is interest, part of it is reduction of principal. So let's figure out what that would be. It's $3,600,000 minus the $530,400. So let's come up with that number. So I have $3,600,000, right? Right now it's $3,600,000, right? 3 million, oops, one too many zeros, minus $530,400. So that takes us to 306. So we're now at 3,306,900. Okay. And we're going to take 5% of that. So that's 153,480 is the interest. So 530,400 minus 153,480, 376,920 is the additional reduction. Okay, because this was the interest that we paid. This is the reduction to the lease payable at the end of the year. This is the first payment, and that's the present value of all future lease payments. And when we do that, we come up with $2,692,680. That's our net liability at the end of the year. So let's fill that in, 2,692,680. And our asset is 3,600,000 minus accumulated depreciation. They tell us they depreciate straight line over the period of the asset, over the life of the asset, which is 4 years. So that divided by 4 would be 900,000. And this is for half a year. So that's 450,000 is our depreciation. So the net value of our asset is 3,150,000. And then last but not least, it says what of this would appear in the income statement, okay? And what of these numbers would appear in the income statement? Well, depreciation goes in the income statement, and the interest expense goes into the income statement. So when we add those together, we come up with $603,480. And that's two pieces. That's depreciation and interest expense. Pretty good problem. You had to do a lot of pieces to come up with the answer, but I think they all took you in a logical sequence through leasehold accounting.